Hi, everyone, and welcome to Who Threw the Curve. And this is a Robert Ruiz rant. And today we're going to be talking about if you ever felt the sudden urge to poop when you walk into a bookstore. Science has an explanation for that. Bookstores, the sanctuaries of knowledge, the havens of quiet contemplation, the fragrant halls of paper and ink where one can lose oneself in the written word. You walk in, ready to explore new worlds, but suddenly your stomach churns, your intestines twist, and you find yourself clenching with the urgency of an emergency evacuation. If you've ever felt the sudden urge to poop upon entering a bookstore, congratulations. You're part of a peculiar club that science, in its infinite wisdom, has chosen to explain. First, let's set the stage. Imagine walking into a bookstore, the quiet hum of intellectual pursuit in the air, the smell of fresh paper mingling with the subtle aroma of coffee from the in-store café. You meander through the aisles, fingers grazing the spines of bestsellers and classics alike. And then out of nowhere, it hits you. That ambush that demands immediate attention. The poop paradox. Surely this can't be a coincidence, right? Well, according to some researchers and a lot of internet folklore, there's actually a phenomenon at play here. This curious occurrence even has a name, the Mariko Aoki phenomenon, named after a Japanese woman who first publicly described the experience in a magazine article in the 1980s. The phenomenon has been the subject of much speculation, with theories ranging from the semi-plausible to the outright absurd. Let's dive into the science or the pseudoscience, as it may be, because no poop story is complete without a sprinkling of both. One hypothesis suggests that the smell of books could be a trigger. Now, who knew that musty scent of old pages and the crisp aroma of new ones could double as a laxative? Some scientists propose that the chemical compounds in paper and ink might stimulate the digestive system. Volatile organic compounds are released from the paper and binding materials in books. And just maybe these VOCs are giving your intestines a nudge. So every time you take a deep breath of that intoxicating bookish aroma, your colon might be going, it's go time. Then there's the theory of relaxation. For many, bookstores are a sanctuary of calm and chaotic world. You enter a bookstore and your body, sensing a safe and serene environment, decides it's the perfect time to let go, literally. Stress is a known factor in the digestive issues, and maybe the sudden shift from the outside world's hustle and bustle to the tranquil ambience of a bookstore signals your bowels to relax. It's like your intestines are saying, finally, a place where I can let my guard down and my waist. Next, we have the Pavlovian response theory. Remember Pavlov and his drooling dogs? Well, replace the dogs with humans and the bell with books. If you had a previous experience of, let's say, a successful bowel movement in a bookstore, your body might have learned to associate bookstores with the need to poop. So each time you walk into one, your brain sends a message to your bowels. Hey, remember what we do here? And voila, the urge strikes. However, let's not overlook the more mundane explanations. Maybe it's the coffee. Most bookstores have cafes, and the smell of brewing coffee can be a potent digestive stimulant. It's no secret that coffee can get things moving down there, and just the aroma might be enough to trigger your system. So it might not be the books at all, but the serene call of the Java. And of course, there's a conspiracy theory angle. What if bookstores are in cahoots with the toilet paper industry? Think about it. You rush to the restroom, you use some TP, and the demand for toilet paper goes up. It's a perfect, if slightly unhinged capitalist plot. Bookstores lure you in with the promise of literary enlightenment, but their real goal is to boost the toilet paper sales. Let's not forget the psychological component. Bookstores represent the treasure trove of potential knowledge and adventure. The sheer anticipation of discovery might be too much for your system to handle. It's like your body's trying to make room for all the new information you're about to absorb by, expelling some waste. It's the ultimate form of making space for learning. In reality, the Mariko Aoki phenomenon remains largely anecdotal and not rigorously studied. It's a quirky, if somewhat embarrassing, footnote in the grand tapestry of human experience. But it's a comforting thought that others share your plight, that you're not alone in your bookstore bowel battles. So, next time you walk into a bookstore and feel that familiar rumble, take it in stride. Blame it on the VOCs, the relaxation effect, the Pavlovian conditioning, or even a caffeine induced conspiracy. Embrace the peculiar bond between literature and your lower digestive tract. After all, in a world brimming with mysteries, this one adds a touch of humor to our daily lives. In the end, the urge to poop in a bookstore, while baffling, is a phenomenon that has tickled the curiosity of many. Whether it's the chemical compounds in the book's sudden relaxation, conditioned responses, or just a whiff of the coffee, there's a strange science, or at least some entertaining theories behind it. So, the next time you find yourself in the aisles of your favorite bookstore, clutching your stomach and making a beeline for the restroom, remember, you're part of the quirky club. And who knows? Maybe one day science will provide a definitive answer and we can all laugh at the absurdity of our bookish bowels. Until then, carry on with your literary adventures and keep an eye out for the nearest restroom because in the grand symphony of life, even our bodies have a sense of humor, timing their calls of nature to the turning of pages and the scent of freshly printed books. Happy reading and, well, happy pooping. Thank you for listening to Who Threw the Curve. Don't forget to like us. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to share us. Thanks.